Hello and welcome to Marsh McLennan Agencies. I'm Tim Lindquist, Project Manager with Rochon Corporation. We're so very happy to be able to walk you through this great project. Please come inside with me and I'll introduce you to some very important people.
I'm Paul Carr, a Project Manager and Architect with Mohegan Hansen Architecture and Interiors.
Hello, I'm Heather Kavanbeck. I was the project architect on this project, and I work for Mohegan Hansen.
Hi, I'm Tara Arndt. I'm the operations leader here at Marsh McLennan Agency. Our project consisted of moving 260 colleagues within 10 departments into a collaborative and dynamic space. Some of the goals of our project were to ensure that we had as much natural light as possible within our space. We also wanted to make sure that we had multiple meeting rooms, multiple sizes, from big events like trainings or client seminars, to medium-sized events where they're department meetings, to smaller team 4 to 6 people meeting rooms, as well as we wanted to make sure we had enough collaboration space so 2 or 3 people could get together throughout the office and have meetings. Another thing that was really important to us is that we have our fitness center. We have a fitness center right here on site. Additionally, we wanted to make sure that we had outdoor space. And lastly, we wanted to make sure employees could move throughout the office, be mobile, work wherever they wanted to, whether it was meeting booths, focus rooms, or even our cafe.
There were an awful lot of stakeholders that were part of this project. The national Marsh McLennan Corporation, the local Marsh McLennan Agency that was the end user, national consultants, and Rochon is the contractor here that did a great job. So all of us came together. We worked hard to create a workplace solution that really incorporated and embraced Marsh McLennan's philosophies, their culture, their brand throughout this space. And we hope and believe that this space is going to be enjoyed by their employees for years to come.
As general contractor, Rochon Corporation has really enjoyed taking this project from design phase into life. This team worked seamlessly together, had a good time doing it, and we got the project done on time. Please join us as we take a virtual walk around of this dynamic space. Part of the landlord contract was to install a freestanding canopy. The canopy, I think, dresses up the existing older facade of the building and highlights the MMA space from the other entrances to the building. By making the canopy freestanding and not connected to the building, we were able to save money and time by not having to disassemble the building facade and build back into it.
This reception area and conference center here at the front of the suite are a focal point to the design. The recessed linear and cove lighting defining the reception area help elevate the overall level of design. We carefully selected this decorative pendant to distinguish the waiting area as its own space within the reception area. The upholsteries on the furniture add a pop of color and texture. The Minnetonka boardroom has integrated technology and AV capabilities. It continues the sophisticated feel introduced in the reception area with the high-back chairs, sleek pendant light fixtures, and accented walls utilizing the same wall covering as seen behind the reception desk. We also included texture in the carpet and fabric selected for the benches. As we move out of the more formal conference center and into the general employee work area, you will notice the use of energetic and brightly colored walls inspired by Marsh McLennan's branding colors, as well as colored ceiling tiles and texturally interesting flooring, all which play a part in the effective wayfinding and aesthetics. This Midwest headquarters of Marsh McLennan includes 223 workstations, 56 50-square-foot offices, and 43 100-square-foot offices, along with all the supporting areas. The furniture selection effort resulted in sit-to-stand desks throughout the private offices and open office work areas. The desks are paired with ergonomic task chairs and personal storage solutions. To accomplish the design intent desired by Marsh McLennan, we incorporated this light blue ceiling tile to break up the white ACT ceiling plane. Keep your eye out for a similar application with a bright blue ceiling tile. This color blocking provides visual landmarks that helps one navigate the office.
It was clear through the project development early on that MMA cared about the well-being of their employees and wanted to dedicate spaces in their new office to support that. This walking room is one of them.
With every individual's workspace being downsized as part of this relocation, the introduction of ancillary furniture provides opportunities for employees to resume heads-down work away from their workstations. This site provides the opportunity for taller ceilings throughout the office, due to the existing deck height of this office warehouse building that wouldn't typically be achievable in a high-rise office building.
In this area, solar tube skylights were added to the building. To improve the architectural integrity and overall market feasibility of the suite, the landlord, brokers, and overall team worked together to bring natural light to this deeper, formerly warehouse portion of the space through the addition of these skylights.
Through valued engineering, much of the existing mechanical systems were kept in place and modified as needed. We spotted the curbs and found a few conflicts with the existing ductwork and sprinkler system. Working with Mohegan Hansen on site, we're able to shift the location of the skylights to avoid the cost of moving the mechanical systems and to maintain aesthetics and light distribution of the skylighting placement.
This HR film was a custom application we created to ensure the appropriate amount of privacy was achieved, while allowing light into the offices so the employees do not feel secluded. The pattern was inspired by elements found in Marsh McLennan's logo.
The window you see here was once a dock door with a recessed leveler. As part of the deal, the landlord contributed to the cost of removing the dock doors and leveler, which were not needed anymore. The leveler void was filled with a concrete slab, a wing wall was built, and a large window was installed, which allowed for more natural light throughout the space.
Roshan really did a great job planning ahead and coordinating order of work, lead times, and subcontractors to make this replacement go smoothly. The mother's room includes a calming palette and lighting that dims to warm to adjust the environment to best suit the user's needs. The wellness room has similar features.
Our cafe is one of our showcase rooms. We wanted to make sure that we spent a lot of time thinking through the layout and the design of this space. We wanted this to be a space that colleagues not only came here to eat, but also to collaborate in small team meetings, department meetings, and sometimes we even host events in here.
The cafe struck a good balance between the more sophisticated conference center palette and the energetic, playful palette in the general employee work area. With Marsh McLennan's desire to host gatherings in the cafe with use of the patio, they saw a need for double-door access to and from. While working with the structural engineer to expand this opening, we discovered the opportunity to add a sidelight to the double doors due to the required length of the new header. The cafe really benefits from all this additional sunlight, as this opening was originally a single insulated metal door.
An understandable challenge is exemplified here. The design team balanced the national corporate risk factor standards with the local agency's needs and expectations. Throughout the project, the team looked through the lens of each party and was able to create alternatives to meet everyone's expectations. Just outside the cafe, we have this open market style vending area, another great amenity for employees. The fitness center features a shifted ceiling grid and bright accent wall. Again, with employee wellness in mind, this fitness center was paired with locker rooms and showers that were salvaged from the previous tenant suite and modified to meet their needs.
With this renovation, we pulled all the offices off the exterior glass and provided circulation along most of the windows in the open office, as this was a request of Marsh McLennan from the beginning. This access allows all staff to benefit from the natural daylight. As part of the deal, the landlord covered the cost of adding 2 new windows to this north exterior wall that matched the existing, allowing them to blend into the space. Supportive spaces are located throughout the entire office to encourage collaboration within departments, which we understand to be an important part of the company's culture. Wall washing fixtures distinguish these support nodes as landmarks within the open office area. A pitfall that Marsh McLennan wanted to avoid was the monotony of a traditional ACT ceiling. The design team solved this challenge by incorporating an offset grid and shifted linear pendant lighting to achieve a more dynamic result. These meeting booths truly continue to support the idea of a mobile work style the color palette here again is influenced by the new branding identity.
So even though there's a real ample number of employees working at this facility, I think Heather and the design team did a great job of of breaking up those huge seas of workstations into real palatable, comfortable areas. And they did that through having focus rooms, collaborative areas, all in the vicinity, but busting up those huge expanses. And that was a big goal from day one for Marsh McLennan.
What makes the training room stand out is the 11-foot tall acoustical ceiling that's surrounded by the lower gypsum soffits, which house an indirect lighting alcove. In the process of raising the ceilings in this area, we found the existing ductwork was below the new ceiling height and had to be modified. Even though we had to do additional work in this location, raising the ceiling allowed the space to have more of a grand feeling to it.
Marsh McLennan requested state-of-the-art AV technologies to meet their current and future needs, which required extensive coordination on our part. We'll finish up with the Crystal Lake Conference Room. This is one of Marsh McLennan's favorites, given the opportunity for collaboration and absence of hierarchy a traditional conference room table suggests.
That's the end of the tour. We're so happy we could show you Marsh McLennan's new space. Now that you've seen everything, we'd like to talk to you more about market feasibility and project success. Through working as a team between owner, architect, and general contractor, we were able to look at the existing occupied space and reuse as much of the mechanical and electrical backbone systems as we could, saving Marsh McLennan hundreds of thousands of dollars. The total contract for the space was just under $83 per square foot for the 45,000 square foot build-out. I believe there were some advantages for MMA to build in this specific space. One being the landlord was willing to work with MMA to provide some of the amenities that they may not get in other locations, such as the raised patio out back, the install of extra windows and skylights to bring in natural light, and the canopy. Some of the nice features of this building were the 18-foot deck heights, allowing for higher ceilings without crowding the HVAC systems. The location has ample amount of free parking spaces around the building for all employees, which is not a common amenity to have in more urban spaces.
So Tim spoke to relative construction costs. As we touched on earlier, Golden Hills presented an option to Marsh McLennan that achieved all their goals, and considering all of the market factors, including those construction costs as well as rental rates, was beautifully workable and feasible. To quickly review this market feasibility, the location just on the north side of 394 from West End still provides easy access to all of West End's amenities, but provides lower rental rates given the north side location and office warehouse building type. There are nature trails accessible just outside the building, yet downtown is only 5 minutes away. The lower rental rates at this building type allowed for a larger portion of the budget to go to constructing the types of spaces within the building that Tara originally spoke to in their list of goals. Transforming a relatively dark and tired one-story office warehouse space into a bright and vibrant workplace that provides varied places for working and collaborating, as well as the right amenities for Marsh McLennan's valued employees.
Hello, my name is Ryan Watkins, President and CEO of Marsh McLennan Agency here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I want to give a big shout out to the tremendous partnership that we had with our landlord, Eagle Ridge, their flexibility, the tremendous partnership we had with our architects at Mohegan Hansen, and the great work done by Rashawn as our general contractor. The dream team came on the field and delivered this brand new, awesome space here in Golden Valley, Minnesota, and I couldn't be more grateful for the work they performed. It's truly remarkable, and we're very grateful. Thank you.